A combination is an arrangement where order doesn't matter. So a permutation, the order does matter, but order doesn't matter, of R objects selected from n unique objects without repetition. So basically what a combination is you're taking R objects from n objects, and the order in which you take them doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So if you, let's say we have these four letters, W, X, Y, and Z, and we want to list all of their combinations where the order does not matter, where we're trying to take two at a time, two of these letters at a time from the four. So let's list all of our combinations. So we have W, X, Y, and Z. So if I decide that I want to start with a W, well, the other options that I have that I could take are W with X, or I could take, again, starting with W, I could take a W with Y, or I could take W with Z. Now, in the case of a combination, WX and XW are considered the same thing. So this is not a different element than what we have here. So that's if we started with W. If we started with X, how many different options do we have? Well, X and W is already represented here. We could choose X and then Y, or we could choose X and then Z. So I think that covers all of them. X with Y, X with Z, X with W. And not lastly, we have Y. If I wanted to start with Y, well, Y and W is represented here. Y with X is represented here. So I just have Y with Z. And that's it for Y. And if I wanted to start with Z, well, Z's been represented, already paired up with Y here. Z with Y here. Z's been paired up with the X here. And Z's been paired up with W here. So Z is also taken care of. So we have 6 different ways that this could happen. Now, there's an easier way to figure out the number of combinations that we would have if we're given something like this. So this would be represented like this. C taken C of the combination of 4 objects taken 2 at a time. Again, you may have seen this notation for C2. These mean the exact same thing. So if we're trying to find the combination of n objects taken R at a time, we can use this formula. The combination of n objects taken R at a time is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial times r factorial in the denominator. So this is the combination formula. It's very similar to the permutation formula, except it has this added r factorial here in our denominator.